Yeah. Good Sunday morning to everybody out there. Um, we are here. Um, you know, Sunday morning, about to go to Home Depot. Gotta do some work in the yard. You know how that go. Um, I'm preparing myself to plant some new trees in the front yard. So I gotta kill off some of the grass in the front yard so I can make that perfect pattern that I want. You know what I mean? Got one person in the building so far. What's going on with you? Waiting for a couple people to get in here to tell you guys about my Saturday, man. Cause my Saturday was a day that unruly while going. My Saturday is a day that you know how some people say that this is a day that I never forget. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Saturday was a day that I need to forget. Cause it need not to happen no more. All right. Tell you what happened Saturday. And I'm not gonna blame it on nobody because I had a little distraction, right? Got to the job, hooked up to my trailer. My trailer was still on the dock. Went inside, put in my electric jack, right? Now after putting in my electric jack, I was wondering why. I'm looking at the loader and he had one more pallet to put in my trailer on the left hand side. I put in my jack on the right hand side. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking at this guy and I'm wondering why is he trying to load 3 trucks at the same time when all he had to do would put in one more pallet in my truck. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that episode right there, it knocked me off my focus, right? It knocked me off my routine. Cause normally my routine would be put in my electric jack, drive around the corner and go put in my hand trucks, right? So I'm not gonna lie, I got a little upset because I'm gonna be honest with you. These loaders, they do this all the time. They'll have 2 or 3 trucks to load, right? And they'll sit there and they'll try to load all 3 trucks at the same time instead of and 9 out of 10 times the trucks that they're trying to load, those guys are not even at work yet. You know what I'm saying? To make a long story short, I went to my first stop. I opened the trailer, right? I see my electric jack. I seen all the pallets. 645 cases, 10 stops yesterday. And I'm looking in the trailer. And guess what's missing, y'all? I look left, I look right, I look up, I look down. I was like, where the hell is my hand trucks? I went on my route, but no hand trucks, y'all. It's the first time, ever since I've been in food service, it's the first time this happened to me, right? I didn't panic. I said to myself, I started a little early, right? So I said to myself, thank God I work for Cheney because I just knew I had 100%. I could get some support. You get what I'm saying? I knew. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just being honest. If I was still at U.S. Food, I knew I had to make a U-turn and go back and go pick up my hand trucks because I know nobody was gonna bring them out there to me. I know nobody was gonna let me borrow hand trucks, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just keep working. Don't ask me how I got the job done, guys. It That's another story. So I told myself I'm gonna keep working. Gonna wait till the supervisor come in. I'm gonna give him a call. I'm gonna see if I can borrow some hand trucks, right? So I did my first stop. Don't ask me how I did it. I did my second stop. Don't ask me how I did it. I did my third stop, and I did my fourth stop with no hand trucks. Now, luckily, let me tell you how I did my first stop. Luckily, this customer, they had them rinky dinky, cheap ass hand truck that you find in Home Depot. You know those ones? I borrowed that, did what I had to do. My second customer, they had the same thing. My first stop, they got two deliveries, so that's I consider that two stops in one. It's different over here at Cheney. It's different over here at Cheney. They pay us for you can get paid for three different stops in one location. It's not like other companies, right? So my third stop, they had a rinky dink hand truck. Boom, I got the job done. My fourth stop, called the supervisor. He said he gonna send a driver. He had a driver. He gave a driver three hand trucks, and I talked to the driver. He said he gonna leave out in 30 minutes. And the driver wanted me to drive like 15 minutes to meet him somewhere, right? So boom, I'm doing my fourth stop. Luckily, at my fourth stop, most of the stuff is like right at the back door, so I can use my electric jack, drive to the back door, and just I walk the stuff and literally drop it at the back door, right? And I was able to drop a pallet of dry goods right by the back door, so I got lucky, right? So now it's time for me to go meet this driver. Soon as I'm leaving, I make a right. Guess who I saw? I seen the box truck, the guy that drive the box truck on my route, because on my route, it's two trucks in my area. It's my truck, and then it's a guy, he drive a box truck. He do all the little small stops. So I follow him, and I'm like, yo, how much hand trucks you got, bro? He was like, he got four. I'm like, let me borrow one, man. I left all my hand trucks. I did four stops with no hand trucks, right? Borrowed that one hand truck. And with that hand truck, this is where you got to change your mentality, right? This is where you got to, I know I had a lift gate, but the fastest way to get the job done, you got to drop that ramp. So basically, I'm ramping all day. Now, the problem is when I get to my last stop was getting 200 cases, right? But luckily, most of these cases, they was not mixed up. And I had four pallets, brought in an elevator, and I just had to run through the four pallets with one hand truck, right? So I got through the day, guys, using the customers' raggedy hand trucks, using my one hand truck that I borrowed. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Unruly, Matthew, John Henry. But I'm telling you guys this story to tell you this, right? And I'm gonna leave it at this for this morning, right? Yo, you see this type of job that we do, this type of work that we do in trucking. Yesterday, well, I knew this before, but yesterday it made me realize that, yo, we need 100% concentration. As soon as something knock us off our focus, like that's where we mess up at, yo. Any little thing, it could be any little thing, like the worrying about the me worrying about how the loaders taking all day to load my trailer. First of all, I don't like leaving the plant late. I don't like my late start times. I I'm used to, be honest, when I was at US Food, I'm used to starting at 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30. I'm gonna be honest with you, I miss starting that early, you know? And I just wish I could start earlier, man. But that's just another story, right? Second of all, man, thank God for my old lady, man. She don't call me with that bullshit when I'm at work. Because that's another thing that can knock you off your concentration, guys, is when you're working and you got a woman or you got your baby mother or whoever you got calling you with that bullshit while you're at work. You don't need that, yo. You need concentration, you know? You could be out there stressing. You could be out there with lack of focus and you made one mistake and you can lose your license because of lack of concentration, lack of focus. You know what I mean? And this type of job, we just need we just need a we make good money, man. So we gotta be professional about what we're doing out here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. At the end of the day, that was my bad. I messed up. You know, it happened to the best of us. You know, I screwed up. I dropped the ball. I fucked up. I did, man. I messed up, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, what if I didn't have no support? And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like, I'm a type of person, I don't like to backtrack. For some reason, I think it's just bad luck to backtrack. That's why I was not about to backtrack. I had to get somebody to help me. I got I got this thing about backtracking, man. I don't know if it's a what they call it. It's the word that I'm looking for, man. It's not stereo. No, it's not stereotype. It's a word that I'm looking for, man. Superstitious. Yeah, I got this superstitious thing about me about certain things, right? And backtracking is one of them. I don't like to backtrack, you know, and that's just me, man. And I know you guys think people that I know you guys probably think people that's superstitious. Y'all probably think that they're stupid. You know, y'all probably think that they're weird. You guys probably think that they're crazy. But it's just something that you guys just gotta, you know what I'm saying? Let it go and just people that are like that, man. Just let them be, man. You know what I mean? You say you missed a case and turn around and drop it off, man. I would bring something back to a customer, but man, I can't go back to saying I gotta go a different direction, man. I don't know why. That's just me, yo. You know what I mean? But I don't think, like, for instance, right? If you drive 30 minutes away and you turn around, like you said, you left your hand trucks and you drive 30 minutes away and you had to turn around and drive 30 minutes back, right? Man, that's an hour right there. You know how much cases you could deliver in an hour? And yeah, I mean, you ain't gonna deliver no cases with no hand trucks. And I literally, like, some of the cases I delivered, I literally took it off the pallet and walking inside the back door of the store or restaurant. Thank God I had an electric jack that helped me out a lot. You know what I mean? If it was ramp, if I had ramp with them rinky dink hand trucks, I don't think I don't think the outcome of the day would have been the same way. Cause to be honest with you, like yesterday, I was still able to beat my time, and you guys don't really hear me talking about time that often. This was this was one time where I beat my time where I was actually like proud of the way I work, man. Proud of I actually stood back for a second and like, damn, that dude worked kind of fast. You know what I mean? And at one time, not one time did I buckle. Not one time did I stress out. You know what I mean? I just stayed focused, came up with a plan in my head, and I thought about the first couple of customers that I had, and I was thinking about all the stuff that I observed that they have in the back of the store that can possibly help me out to make this delivery. And I thought about all the possibilities of drivers coming in that area. And I just thought everything through. And I thought it made perfect sense for me not to go back, because it made no sense for me to go back when I can get a little help. Help is not something that I ask for often, but every now and then we out there, man, and things happen and we need some type of assistance. You know what I'm saying? That's why I rather work for a company that, believes in teamwork. You know what I mean? It's a lot of companies out there that's gonna leave you guys hanging, leave you guys on your own to figure it out. You know, there's a lot of companies out there that is going to make you guys turn back. You know what I mean? Like over here, man, and I'm not comparing companies and stuff like that, but these supervisors, man, they'll help you out, guys. You know what I mean? They'll 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 help you out. I've yet to see I've yet to see over here a supervisor in church attire. You know what I mean? Like I always see the supervisor ready to go, man, in work shoes. You know what I mean? Just the way they carry themselves, they're ready to go. They're ready to go in case you guys need some help out there. They're ready to go. And that's how it should be, man, because this is a hard job and we do got a lot to think about every day. You know what I mean? And before I leave, man, I just want to tell all the drivers out there, man, just concentrate out there, man. Do what you gotta do. And just be a professional out there, guys. And when I say be a professional, man, if you out there doing things that if you out there doing things that